Final Fantasy VII announced, and motherfuckers were absolutely on cloud nine, no pun intended. This shit had people just losing their mind. Fucking panties being thrown on stage, boxers being thrown on stage, fucking tighty whities, doesn't matter. That one's got a skid mark, who the fuck cares? Fucking gill for your thoughts, shut up and take my fucking gill. Prosthetic limbs, they don't give a fuck. People were just overjoyed. Fucking feigning and shit. Ambulance drivers are just working overtime, go and pick up all these people who are reacting like fucking teens whenever they see fucking Bieber. Fucking believers, goddamn. Anyway, I don't want to go and bring this down. But, off the news of that, the director of Final Fantasy VII Remake had said that doing remakes of the other Final Fantasy games is not completely out of the question. As a matter of fact, it's something that they're kind of taking an interest in. As a matter of fact, had noted directly that 5 and 6 are some of the only Final Fantasies that had never gotten a proper upgrade / remake type deal. And that brings me to Final Fantasy VI. Final Fantasy VI is my second favorite Final Fantasy in the entire world. It's amazing. I love the shit of it. It's one of the best RPGs out there. It's one of the best Super Nintendo games out there. It's one of the best Squaresoft games. Remember Squaresoft? Yeah, whenever they were kicking ass and taking names. That shit, right there, I can't tell you the amount of times that I picked that game up and enjoyed the fuck out of it. And the idea of a proper remake of it, I mean, I've seen fan art out the ass so many times of what this shit could look like. I've seen fan depictions, but the idea that I could see, like, Terra looking the same exact way that she could look in that Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer just blows my mind. Seeing Locke that way, I'd be like crying to win waterfall. It'd be the same exact reaction. Okay, Final Fantasy VII will get a much bigger reaction from me, but still, seeing that would be amazing. You know, we've gotten to the Dissidia games, for example, where we've gotten to see updated versions of a lot of these characters. I mean, and I want the Kefka laugh, by the way, to remain exactly the same audibly as it did on Super Nintendo, because that shit, it's perfect. Just keep it out. I can't do it because obviously I'm not a machine. I am not a robot. But seeing that, oh my god, and it's a fucking steampunk Final Fantasy game, and I love that vibe. Seeing that modernly would be awesome as hell. You know, seeing those towns and those villages all done up that way. But like, that's fucking cool shit. Jumping inside those mechs, I'd be like, oh my god, that'd be so fucking cool. I could see Shadow running around like Ryu Hayabusa, just fucking kicking ass and taking names, being all fucking mysterious and shit. Can you imagine a lot of those summons? Holy fuck, they'd be so damn cool. And I want to see that battle system return. I'm a sucker for turn-based combat. I had said it in the Final Fantasy VII Remake video, I'll say it right here. That would be so fucking awesome. And the one main thing out of anything when it comes to combat that I want to see is this. Oh, Brock Lesnar, you make me so damn happy. And he's got a Suplex City shirt now. I love that. But now we can go and associate that with Final Fantasy. It'd be fucking amazing. The fact that you can suplex the fucking train is ridiculous. I love that battle, by the way. It just... I want to see that, like, them running from a fucking train, turning around, running backwards, just fucking it up and shit. That would be hilarious to watch. I don't care how ridiculous and over the top is and everything else is super serious. Just make that part the way it is. As a matter of fact, make the suplex the only fucking option. I'm telling you. Oh man, but again, I would love to see all this stuff updated for modern gen, because I do believe that it's one of the very best RPGs ever. If you've never had the opportunity to play it, it's on anything and everything that you can name, on mobile, on console, on handheld. Just go and play it. You know, you can get it digitally, you can get a physical copy, you should just get it and play it. Add some of the best music in the entire world. I would love to hear renditions of it done now with modern technology. Make it maybe unlockable for the old music. You know, make the original game unlockable. I would love that. Oh, and not highly edited, by the way. I always hate it. We're gonna go and change bar to pub. Or to, I'm sorry, we're cafe, that was it. Change it to cafe and then covering up the fucking naughty bits of characters. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with all this shit. That's fucking nonsense. Oh man. I'd love to go and see, like, Narsh, I think that's how you end up pronouncing the city, but I would love to go and see what that looks like. I mean, it's one of the main areas that you go to in the game. Can you imagine that shit? You know, it done up in that same exact way that we saw in the FF7 remake trailer. I mean, Midgar looked fucking amazing. It even blew away the Final Fantasy VII tech demo that we had seen for PlayStation 3. Ate that shit alive. So it'd be so cool to see that. And, I mean, this is the tip of the iceberg. You know, I'm just talking about Final Fantasy VI. You know, they could decide that they want to remake, like, Final Fantasy IV, for example, which I think is, again, one of the most esteemed and one of the most highly acclaimed Final Fantasies out there. I know plenty of people like Final Fantasy VIII and IX, so you could include those. Final Fantasy Tactics. Holy shit! Tell me that would not be amazing! God damn! I mean, some people could argue, well, what about the PSP version? That's not really a true remake, that's just a proper cleaned up port. If anything. Very fucking good, mind you. Just like with the Tactics Ogre one, but still. But this, oh man, the idea of it. You know, I want them to continue to focus on making new Final Fantasies, but also working on these. Keep those classics updated for, you know, a modern audience, and it would be a great idea. You know, they can go back and play the older one to experience where this started. You know, keeping that history intact is important and vital to that series, and I fucking love this, man. That would be cool. I'm just saying, I know some people are like, oh, remakes, fucking stupid. Come on. We are talking about a proper fucking remake. There are certain remakes that are the shit, okay? And that definitely would be the shit. Holy fuck. So, I'm assuming if the demand is there and the interest is there, then we gotta let them know that, hey, work on that shit. We're still years away from getting the FF7 remake in playable form and in our consoles and stuff, and our eyes are just like this fucking big and shit. So, you know, 2017, I'm guaranteeing that's when it's gonna end up happening, so who knows what they could work on thereafter. They've got lots of people, maybe they could work on more than one at once. Who knows? Either way, opinions and thoughts, what Final Fantasies would you like to see remade? Maybe you want to see the original Final Fantasy remade. Maybe you want to see Final Fantasy V remade. Maybe you want to go with Final Fantasy X. I don't know why, because that one doesn't really technically need a remake, but who the fuck knows? There's so many Final Fantasies. Maybe they could go and remake Final Fantasy XIII completely by going back in time and deleting it. That'd be fantastic. We can always do that. Oh, always gotta go and take that pot shot right there. Right to the fucking gut. Bring that bitch down. Anyway, opinions, thoughts, feelings, comment box. You already know the deal. And this is AlphaOmegaSin. As always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers, and Final Fantasy fans. Game the fuck on.